as president. Xi Jinping told her she'd shown courage. The central government fully affirmed her work, he said, and he added that he continued to support her and the police here in governing and upholding the law.
The American envoy to North Korea has dismissed an end-of-year deadline set by Pyongyang for U.S. concessions to secure a peace deal. From Seoul, here's Laura Bicker.
The U.S. envoy to North Korea, Stephen Biegun, spoke directly to Pyongyang during a press conference in Seoul. It's time for us to do our jobs, he said. His trip fueled speculation that he might try to salvage negotiations with Pyongyang, which has vowed to take a new path if Washington doesn't soften its stance before the end of the year. But Mr. Biegun dismissed the North Korean deadline. He also said it would be most unhelpful if North Korea carried out major weapons tests in the coming weeks.
This is the world news from the BBC. Anti-government protesters in the Lebanese capital Beirut have again clashed with the security forces. Protesters threw bottles and fireworks at police officers who responded with tear gas and water cannon. The protests came a day after dozens of people were injured in some of the worst violence since the demonstrations began 2 months ago. A trial involving one of the Philippines' most prominent journalists has restarted today in Manila. Maria Ressa, the co-founder of the news website Rappler, is accused of defaming a businessman and of tax evasion. She says the charges are politically motivated and aimed at shutting down the website, which is critical for President Rodrigo Duterte. Outside the court, Ms. Ressa said the trial would not put a stop to her work as a journalist.
It is one of a pattern. This is case in 2018, and a little over a year, we had 11 cases filed against us. I face a maximum term of 63 years in jail for doing the exact same thing I've been doing for more than 30 years. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing.
A fresh round of talks will begin today to try to restore devolved government in Northern Ireland. The last power-sharing administration collapsed nearly 3 years ago due to a dispute between Sinn Féin, which wants a united Ireland, and the Democratic Unionists who favour remaining part of the United Kingdom. More than 100 newly elected Conservative MPs will be arriving in London today at the start of a busy week following Boris Johnson's emphatic election victory. They'll be welcomed by Mr Johnson, who will also carry out a minor reshuffle to fill cabinet vacancies. The American company Hallmark has apologised for withdrawing a TV advert that featured a same-sex wedding. Hallmark's cable network pulled the ad, which showed 2 brides kissing, after complaints from a conservative lobby group, but the decision drew a deluge of criticism. Hallmark's chief executive, Mike Perry, said he was sorry for any hurt caused, and the decision hadn't been in keeping with the company's slogan, "When you care enough to send the very best." BBC News.